Gittel and Zeybas Esther. So about 30 years ago, myself and Richard Horowitz started researching what a research article called Will Your Grandchild Be Jewish? So for several weeks, part of what I had to do was call the head of almost every single major cult in America. It was the most bizarre thing. And obviously it's no chiddush to anyone at Beis Rani that almost every single one of the heads of the cult was a Yid. So this is a pella to me, and I asked this to Rabbi Weinberg Zatzal, and this week's parsha was his answer. It's unbelievable. What's Pshat? Pshat's like this. HaKadosh Baruch Hu, as we know, offered the Torah to all the nations of the world, lest it smack of nepotism, and he offered the Torah, so to speak, to Esav. Are there any restrictions there? No murder, we're out of here. That's not for us. Yitzchak, any restrictions? You can't steal, that's our religion, we're done. And Klal Yisrael said, nah, seven ishma. So Rav Yitzchak Berkowitz, the Rosh Yeshiva of Aish Torah and the Rosh Kollel of the Jewish Kollel, says something moedic. What would have been the possible restriction that would have precluded the Jewish people from accepting the Torah? So he says in the name of the Avnei Nezer something unbelievable. He said that HaKadosh Baruch Hu told Moshe Rabbeinu, tell Klal Yisrael that they cannot touch Har Sinai, and according to the Medrash, there were actually a fence around Har Sinai. He said we learned something amazing by that, and that is the natural proclivity of a Jew is to want to get close to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. It wants to and to make a spiritual aliyah. That's so. If there was anything in the Torah that would have said you're not allowed to grow in ruchnius, we couldn't accept the Torah. How's this nagaya to the opening comment? It's nagaya like this. What the Rosh told me is that that's the natural mahus, the natural DNA of a Jew is we want to get close to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Unfortunately, most of the Jewish people get a counterfeit. And that is, if you don't have Torah, they get deflected in, I want to be famous and have as many likes as possible, or I want to be on the Forbes list, or some counterfeit spirituality, which is why people join the Moonies. How's it against us? Firstly, two things. I kind of talk that everyone hopefully here understands what the purpose of this tremendous drive that a Yid has. And I think also Nachrais, that all of us are within Daled Amas of disenfranchised Jews, and whatever we can do to help them realize that joining the Moonies is probably not the road to spiritual aliyah.